I'm nervous and upset because this girl I never met I get to meet tonight at 8. I'm taking her to dinner at a charming old cafe that you can eat tonight at 8. It's early in the morning and our date is not till 8 o'clock tonight, and yet I can already see what a nightmare this whole day will be. I haven't slept a wink, I only think of our approaching tete-a-tete tonight at 8. I feel a combination of depression and elation. What a state to wait till 8. 2 more minutes, 2 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. In spite of what I've written, she may not be very smitten, and my hopes perhaps may all collapse kaput tonight at 8. Exactly how I'll act and what will happen when we dine tonight at 8. I know I'll drop the silverware, but will I spill the wine tonight at 8? Tonight I'll walk right up and sit right down beside the smartest girl in town, and then it's anybody's guess. More and more I'm breathing less and less. In my imagination, I can hear our conversation taking shape tonight at 8. I'll sit there saying absolutely nothing, or I'll jabber like an ape tonight at 8. 2 more minutes, 3 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. I know when this is done, it's something ended or begun, and if it goes all right, who knows? I might propose tonight at 8.
That's over. That goes over really fast.
That was our rehearsal.
Kind of was because, yeah.
Because we didn't have time because it's a packed show tonight. You know, it was so funny last night we were talking about, oh, what's the show going to be? You know, Megan's coming. We have a couple of people that might be coming. We're not sure who's coming. And then suddenly everybody's coming.
I went from having a full show to having nobody to having, well, not nobody. I had Megan, and then
well, you didn't
not
have
complete. No, meaning I went from 4 guests to 1.
Yes.
And then we had 4 guests.
Yes.
So anyway, it's a miracle. Thank you all for tuning in. I Jimmy Two Canes. I see you're out there too, and Bill Tomer. That was nice of you to offer to be in the show if we needed you. We almost did, if you asked me earlier. And hi, Jane. Is watching us from the UK, and I don't know who else is out there. I can't tell from here, but maybe Michael can. I know Patricia's down there, and my friends Jane and Charlie and Farai are watching from Princeton, and Michelle and Frank on the eve of their anniversary.
Yes, Patricia from Atlantic City, and Bill Tomer and Peter Sharp, and I think you said Patricia from Atlantic City already. John Ward. Hey, John Ward and Jimmy Two Canes. Ronan from Ireland checking in. Hey, Ronan. Eileen Scheibner. Hi, Eileen. Bill Souter. And
Vincent in Chicago.
Yeah, Vincent Chicago. Anyway, but he's tuning in tonight from Salt Lake City. So further west.
And
Mary Beth Wolf.
Good. As long as you're here. That's all that matters. I feel like an Easter egg tonight in this jacket. And hi, cousin Marianne.
You have jackets that make you look much more.
Mary Beth, I mean.
You're far more.
Every color there is.
You have a purple number that I think you look much more like an Easter egg in. You were saying that.
I have 3 shades of purple.
You were saying it's a miracle that tonight. Every show is a miracle.
It is.
Every show.
That's kind of true.
Every show.
So, tonight ended up being a really fun, eclectic mix. We have some Broadway. We have some pop songs. We've got some Joni Mitchell. Mm-hmm. We have Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga. Just a real fun mix. Some really fun Broadway stuff.
Johnny Mertz and Barry Manilow.
And something Barry Manilow, even.
So
so let's move along.
I was gonna say, who's here? I always have to adjust the camera when she's here because.
Well, that's why we put her first. So it was already adjusted.
My giant presence, Michael.
Yes, because her presence is huge. Please welcome Megan Eckerson.
I'm 6'3".
You are. It suits you though. I don't think I could see you small.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, me neither.
It suits you. It suits you, and also it helps you because it actually helps the singing to be you have all this lung capacity.
Oh, absolutely.
And you were classically trained, right?
I was, yes.
Yeah.
So it definitely, like, with the stance and everything, it gives you quite the presence.
It does. So, did you ever? Was your plan to do opera?
I think I wasn't really quite sure. I mean, I started in terms of like singing and like learning how to sing, and then I went off into like the jazz and theater and I just wanted
Pull
to
the microphone up, Christian says.
Oh yes, but I just wanted to do everything, you know? It just there's so much amazing music out there, you know?
There is. There is. And tonight you're singing something from the Drowsy Chaperone.
I sure am.
And there's only one other person who ever sang this in the show. So and that was the first year. So I feel like it's practically new all over again.
No, I've done this with Bob a couple of times, but
You
it's
have.
fun to do on the show.
Well, Megan Eckerson.
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers everywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's funny labyrinth, barely knowing left from right nor right from wrong. But as long as we can hear a little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along. It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bore you till you have nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents. Antarctica, oh please. Still, you mustn't let it lick you. This planet, oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand as we stumble along across life's crowded dance floors, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn, and when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and overturn. Then we bumble our way through dawn's blinding sunbeams, barely knowing left from left nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear a little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, fumble, bumble, plumble, as we stumble along.
Megan Eckerson.
Thank you for having me.
I love all the words at the end to try to rhyme with stumble. Stumble, bumble, fumble, plumble.
Plumble's my favorite.
Plumble, because it doesn't exist, right?
Plumble.
Hi, Carol, and hi, Dustin. Dustin, and I also see Derek's out there, and Rhoda. Thank you all. like I said, we had to have a collective. That is just such a wacky, fun song from the musical "The Drowsy Chaperone," which you saw 4 times, Michael, I think.
Twice, I think.
And also wanted to say hi out there too. I see that we also have Dottie with us tonight, Dottie Rudnick and Judy Jones, and a couple other people I just missed. To see your names went flying by. Anyway. Our next performer, it's his first time here. You've never seen him before. I got to see him last year perform in a wonderful Sondheim review at the Shore. And now he sings, comes in quite often and sings on Tuesday nights. Please welcome Dennis DePeril from Asbury Park.
Hi, Dennis. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Just remember to lean in when you're talking.
Oh, yes.
You're here, but you're not doing Sondheim tonight.
I know. I'm getting out of that one, but I'll bring Sondheim at some point.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So we always ask people when they come the first time, when did you first sing? When did you first start singing?
Well, my mom had a rule of no singing at the dinner table for me because I was always singing as a kid. Always. And then I actually started taking like voice lessons and doing plays when I got to high school. That was like, I had my job and like one of the first things I spent money on was I bought a car and then I was taking voice lessons. I had my little checkbook and I was writing down, able to write my checks out for my voice lessons.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something you hear very often. Usually some parent is leading the charge. So I think that's awesome.
It's all me.
So tell me about what you're doing now. Are you singing much?
Yeah, I've been so I hadn't done a musical in about 20 years. And so during COVID, I started taking voice lessons online again. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to get back into this. And so I started doing musicals again last year. And so I did Ragtime and I did the Sondheim review. And then last October, I did Hands on a Hard Body, which is a fun show.
Amanda Green. So you're here today doing something from Shrek.
I am, yeah. It's a fun number.
I don't think anybody has done Shrek on our show, so this is great.
I don't think so, actually.
I'm
No,
always sending Bob stuff, and he's like, I don't know that one. I've never heard
I love it.
And I'm
Well,
like, oh, sorry, I picked the obscure ones.
And if it was animated, if it ever comes from anything animated, he won't know what it is.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't expect it to happen.
I know the music, but I never saw any of the animated films. So,
Gotcha.
Right. Dennis DePeril.
shall we?
I guess I'd be a hero with sword and armor clashing, looking semi-dashing, a shield within my grip. Or else I'd be a Viking and live a life of daring while smelling like a herring upon a Viking ship. I'd sail away, I'd see the world, I'd reach the farthest reaches, I'd feel the wind, I'd taste the salton sea, and maybe storm some beaches. That's who I'd be. That's who I'd be. Or I could be a poet and write a different story, one that tells of glory, wipes away the lies, and to the skies I'd throw it. The stars would do the telling, the moon would help with spelling, and night would dot the I's. I'd write a verse, recite a joke with wit and perfect timing. I'd share my heart, confess the things I yearn, and do it all while rhyming. We all learn, we all learn. An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known. An ogre always stays in the dark and all alone. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, life would be enchanted, or so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower to save a hothouse flower and carry her away. But standing guard would be a beast. I'd somehow overwhelm it. I'd get the girl, I'd take a breath, and I'd remove my helmet. We'd stand and stare, we'd speak of love, we'd feel the stars ascending. We'd share a kiss, I'd find my destiny. I'd have a hero's ending, a perfect happy ending. That's how it would be, a big, bright, beautiful world. But not for me.
Hey, Dennis, thank you so much.
I love that
That's great.
song. I never knew that till you introduced me to that.
It's a great one. Yeah.
Actually, the Score Truck has some really fun
And
stuff.
I'm going to make him before he leaves, and I promise he's going to come back soon because there's another song he does from Big Fish that is really good too. And we finally did it for the first time last night.
Yep, yeah, that was a good one.
Fantastic.
All
We'll
right.
see you.
And he has a lot of other good songs.
We'll
too.
see him soon. He'll be back.
Thanks.
So yeah, Beth Hansen's out there with us too.
She is.
And Terry Fenningham and Mike Anoloff and Bennett Lee. And I'm sure that Happy and Sam Shipley, thank you for your lovely note today. They are watching too, as well as Kathy and Ted and Rose Convery and Joan and Brian and Sue DeCrescente and George and Donna and Judy Polnowski and Dan and Dee and my friend Ruth Bennick and the J. Coles. And just want to say hello to everybody out there. I wish I could just reach out and hug y'all. And thank you for being with us for almost 5 years. Next show in 2 weeks is our 5-year anniversary.
Do you know how many shows it is?
200 and, well, I'll tell you right now, because I wrote it down for last week. Last week was 278, so this is 279.
So the 280th show will be our 5th year
Mhm.
anniversary.
Yeah, it's a lot of songs.
A lot of songs. Yeah.
A lot of good songs.
That's why I don't remember anything I sang in the past 5 years. No clue. But I do remember this next person. You know, we were sitting here with Amy last week, and we were looking at the screen, and Amy like went, "Vika's watching. Look, there's Vika." And you know what? Here she is in the studio. It's like a
Hi.
miracle.
Vika is here.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Michael.
Hi,
I'm
Vika.
so glad to be back.
So Vika's our surprise guest.
She is our surprise guest.
I had made a spot today for one surprise guest, and then I got a message from Vika. When can you fit me in? I happen to be here for a week. I said tonight.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you so much. for
Timing
fitting
is
in.
everything.
It is.
So what's going on? You're in Florida.
Yes, Vero Beach. I have one band now, Floridelics,
Oh,
and
good.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
But I came back because the Crush is playing at the Red Stallion on York Road in Warminster. So I'll be performing this Saturday night at 8:00.
There you go. So
And
all the
that's it.
people home for the holiday, hanging out.
I know.
Go
right?
down to the Red Stallion.
Yeah, so I'm back for the week, and I have another gig in Sellersville with the Mix on Friday the 25th. So they paid for me to fly up.
Yeah.
So
And it does pay for you to be here. That's
I
fantastic.
just love being here, and I miss you guys. So thank you so much
We
for
miss
fitting
you.
me in tonight.
Miss hearing you, miss seeing you.
All the way from Vero Beach,
Vero Beach.
Florida.
So what are you bringing with you tonight? to
She's
sing?
doing our Lady Gaga.
Ah.
My favorite song from The Star Is Born. Even though
it?
Shallow is the big hit, this is my favorite.
I didn't know that, Bob. That's awesome. I'm glad
I
that
didn't
you
say
picked
anything,
It.
but when you gave me the choices, I zoomed in on this in about a split second.
That's great.
Well, Vika Hunter.
Arizona sky burning in your eyes. You look at me, and babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul, like California gold. I found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up, but I can't find the words. Every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lovers in the night, always trying to rhyme. We don't know how to rhyme, but damn, we try. All I really know is where I wanna go. The part of me that you will never die. So when I'm all choked up, but I can't find the words. Every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. Woo, 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 so when I'm all choked up, but I can't find the words. Every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, when you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Vika.
Thanks again, guys. Thank
I
you so
love that
much.
song. Ed McLaughlin loved it too. I saw him chime in from North Carolina. Wow, now everything changes on the set. Michael's disappeared, and look who is in his place.
Vika comes in and just everything gets all
Do you know
just
that Christian?
the way it should be.
Christian is here in person.
In person. I feel like I got a little tricked. I'm going to be honest with you. I agree. For those who don't know the background of tonight, there was that nobody was going to be here, and I was like, Bob, the show has to go on, and now all of a sudden it's ridiculous
A lot of shit.
and amazing. And I brought my son. Along, and I turned to him while everyone was warming up, and I was like, I don't know why I'm here.
You know what it was,
Yeah,
Christian? When
yeah.
you said you were going to come, everybody wanted to come.
Is that it? Yeah.
Because you're wonderful, Christian.
Is that it? Yeah.
We love you,
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it when you sing. It's Christian time. Exactly,
It's
Vincent.
Christian time. Yeah. So thanks for having me. You know what? The other best part about being here is like this place is just full of props, and I feel like Barbie Bob hasn't been seen on camera for a while. Barbie Bob.
There's Barbie Bob. That's what he gave me.
Yeah. I mean, that's amazing.
And my friend John. Yeah.
I feel like this should be sitting on the piano and should have its own mic. You know, and we just cut to Barbie Bob.
There's a bobblehead of Liberace here somewhere too.
Perfect.
You
Okay,
know,
that's it. I don't have any other jokes.
Tony Vergeri, I'll tell you, he's here, been here enough. He's checked everything out. He's watching tonight too.
Good.
So we're doing quite the challenging song for both of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of words. There's a lot of notes. There's a lot of eighth notes, and I think we'll both be tired after this.
Hi, Marjorie. Good to have Marjorie with us too. Anyway, this is from Dear Evan Hansen. All right, shall we?
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key. Before I make a mistake, before I lead with the worst of me, give them no reason to stare. No slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. No, I got nothing to say. Step up, step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step up, step out of the sun, because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong. But every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun, because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? You're falling in a forest and there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest when there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? Whoa. Thank you, Bob. And thanks for having me.
That is so much fun,
Yeah,
even in that key.
It's a lot, yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
And the modulation.
I love it. Christian, thank you for doing that.
Thank you for having me, Bob.
I haven't got a chance to do that in a couple years now, actually.
I didn't know it had been that long. I even remember that it was Phil Zipkin who did it last time. And I wrote Michael while Phil was doing it. And I was like, man, they always take my songs. Every time I want to do a song, when someone does it. So I'm glad I got to do it.
My sister loved it. She's watching out there too. And I see John and Jen are watching. And everybody's a fan. They all love you. And he'll be, guess what? Here's the good news. He'll be back.
It's true.
In a couple songs.
Thank you.
We're not done with him yet. Hi, Jim Nichols. And we have the change of the guard because Michael will be back in a second. But while Michael is getting ready to come back, I want to thank you all so much for, we're going on to our fifth year is in 2 weeks. And so thank you for supporting the show from day one and your continued support in every way. Cheers to all of you for your wonderful support in every way, emotionally and just and financially too, to keep us going. Your Venmo, PayPal, whatever. All those little things add up, and they do cover our overhead, which is not low. So, toast to you. Now that song's over, I can have a
So,
sip.
Christian, since we were talking, why don't you put the Venmo PayPal stuff up? Because Bob just gave a promo, and we're too busy. There you go. Because the QR codes are there in case anybody feels so,
Inclined.
Oh, look, there's even like a little animation. So there you go. They're all there. So
Christian, you're amazing. All those cute ads every week too. He does all that stuff too for us. So we are trying to keep him off the streets.
Because I got to tell you, like, there's a whole show that usually happens that nobody sees, and it's the show that Christian and I have going in the notes.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm here. So did you just say you have to keep me off the streets?
Well, we're just trying to keep. Isn't that what they say? We're trying to keep people busy so that they don't have to go out. I don't mean work the streets. That's
Yeah.
I don't mean like that.
Off the streets and off the pole. That's what Bob's trying to. That's what Bob's trying to do. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob.
But you know what I meant. I'm a
I
Sagittarius. We say things that don't always come out right,
That's
and then
true.
we rethink them later and go, "Oh, maybe I should reword
true.
that." Hi, Christy.
True.
Are you having fun out there with our silliness? Christy's toasting me with her martinis out there watching us because you're going to need a couple to process this show.
Yeah.
So Megan is back.
Megan is back, and I don't mean that I gave a little sign. It's nothing to do with Megan being back. It was just like, thank God. So, just saying, thank God. We got to get it off this topic.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So good to see you. You're doing now.
Hi, Manny.
You're doing something totally different than what you just did.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just need a little vibe switch and a lot of water to rest after that first one.
I'm gonna fix your camera, so give me a second.
Okay. All right.
Just a little low.
Oh boy. That should do it. All right, okay.
All right. Better.
This is a song needs very little introduction. Was it written by Joni Mitchell and also was performed by Judy Collins, if I remember right?
And now performed.
And they both equally had hits with it, as far as I recall.
Now performed by Megan Eckerson.
That's me.
Exactly.
Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the daisy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show, and you leave them laughing when you go. And if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions that I
I really don't know love. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus clowns. I've looked at life that way. Oh, but now old friends, they're acting strange. And they shake their heads and tell me I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions that I recall. Oh, I really don't know love. I really don't know love at all.
Megan Eckerson.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks,
Thank you, Megan. That was
Megan.
lovely.
My cousin Patty loved it down in Florida. I love that song.
You have to tell you, I didn't really know that Christian was coming live until I think last night when you told me. And Gerard and I had this whole scenario, well, mostly me, but then Gerard co-signed it. So I'm just saying that so I'm not alone in this. We had this whole plan, Bob, that when Christian came this time, we were going to have a wheel show with just Christian. So we were going to put Christian's songs, the 2 songs he knew on the wheel, and then fill the whole rest of the wheel with other songs. So we spun the wheel, and the chances are maybe it would be the song he prepared, or maybe it'd be something else. See, Christian? See, I'm just thinking out for you. You know, the entertainment value. Yeah, just saying.
Well, I guess I can do a spoiler alert. We have Christian coming for the anniversary show.
Oh, good. So maybe we can do the wheel show. Oh, a Christian wheel show then.
Maybe
Christian.
we'll do a Christian wheel.
Nobody else does the wheel, just Christian. Because, you know, during the wheel shows, he's in the safest seat. He just gets to sit there and laugh at us. You know.
Now hold on. Look, the job's a little bit harder than that. Okay, the job's just slightly harder than that. And the wheel shows are tough. Now, I'm not saying it's as tough as herding cats which is what it is in here. I can imagine. I would like to witness it sometime, and then
you should come live sometime when it's happening, just so you can see it. It's crazy.
Just so I can just actually fully more be grateful that I'm not there, you know. Yeah.
But seriously, wouldn't you have died if Heather just pushed the wheel out and said, "Okay, Christian, you might get to sing your song"?
Yeah, I would have. I feel like that's what happened tonight. I'm like, okay, yeah, Bob, I'll help you out. And then he's just like, and Vika's here, and Megan's here, and Dennis is here. Cool, Bob.
You got punked, Christian. You got punked.
He's having fun, and Nolan's having fun too.
Right. That's because we have talent like the next guy. Come back.
Dennis is back.
Now shift you over a little bit so you're on.
I know this song.
Pull the microphone with you.
I know this song for 2 reasons, but most people only know it for one.
There you
go. Many years ago, Craig Carnelia introduced the show in the Village. I actually think I remember him doing all the songs, his songs that he wrote at the Cabaret 88s in the Village back in like the 80s or 90s. And then Barry Manilow did a Broadway album and included this song on the album. And it's from a Broadway musical called Is There Life After High School? I don't know. Nolan, we'll ask you that question in a couple of years. But is there life after high school? I don't remember of that. Do you ever hear of it, Michael?
Oh, yeah. I do know that show.
But anyway, I love that you sing the song, Dennis. And let's do it now. It's called The Kid Inside.
down old high school hallways. There's a kid inside, at a desk, at a dance, in the halls, in the showers. There's a kid inside to this very day. And he makes a try for the hip-hop fly that I fumbled one September. And he makes a fuss over some A+ that I shouldn't still remember. And he goes along, getting hurt, getting mad, fighting fights that are over. And unless I'm strong, all my senses are carried away. I can feel my hand, my trembling hand, on my old Angora sweater. I can hear my band, that awful band, only now it sounds much better. I can see the kid I used to be, on the stage, on the fields, on the lunch line. I can feel him tugging at me every time I think I don't care. I blink and he's there again. He's there again, writing ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head, singing come along, come along, come along for the ride, to a time and place I could not forget if I tried. There again, he's there again. And I never know when the breeze will blow with the rush of old sensations, why the kid should wake and my heart should ache every time I smell carnations. If something rings a bell, anything at all it takes is the slam of a locker, or the switch from summer to fall. A change of season seems barely reason, but there he goes again, humming his songs, fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head, singing come along, come along, come along for the ride, to a time and place I could not forget if I tried. There he goes again, humming his songs. He's there again, there again. There's a kid inside.
That is Pearl.
Love that. Love that.
Great. That's great.
One song.
That's you too. There's a kid inside, right? Do you connect with this song too, don't you?
Oh yeah. This, you know, a friend of mine had given this to me when I just graduated high school, and like it takes on a whole new meaning, like the further away you get from high school.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
Agreed. And he wrote, I'm looking, Craig wrote the music and the lyrics. I really like Craig Cornelius' writing.
Yeah.
I really do. And he
yeah.
and he wrote the lyrics to I Cannot Hear the City, which is a song I really like. So,
That you do, yeah.
Yeah.
With Ari, he did that show with Marvin Hamlish.
yes. Sweet Smell of Success. He's written quite a bit. So
And there's another wonderful song that he wrote. I'm just drawing a blank right now, but there's a duet version with Sutton Foster.
Oh.
What's that called? Anyway, somebody will chime in. Somebody will write it.
he also wrote Working.
He did?
He composed Working.
No, the multiple people contributed to Working.
it was like there were like 4 or 5 composers, but he was one of them.
He was one of them.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Dennis. I'm so glad you were
anyway,
here.
Me too. Thank you.
Come back.
Vika's coming back in a second. I told her that if we had room, we'd fit in a little liveliness and shake things up here a little bit here. So
Yeah.
why not?
Why not?
But anyway, but like I said, we're doing the anniversary show in 2 weeks. We have the original group that did the very first show, which are all people you're familiar with. Patty Leone and Gerard and Louisa. I think Lou is coming.
Are we
Lisa Sherman
singing
will
the
be
same
represented.
songs?
Eddie Bruce. Huh?
Are we singing the same songs in the first show?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Disappointed?
Well, I don't even remember what I say.
I don't either.
Because you got someone else watching
I
disco?
guess I'll have to watch it. Yeah.
I'll look it up. But we're singing that we all sang them. We pre-recorded them. It was during COVID, and we sang them on outside and all kinds of places where you could
That's true.
perform.
That is true. There was some
But
very
nobody was in here, so they're all going to be in here. But the difference is that we're all going to be together, so there'll be a lot of harmony going on. That
it was
night.
very creative. Very creative. Some people did some really interesting things.
We did, and we did some. Some people did some very interesting things from the very first show, even.
Speaking of harmony, I'm working on a new show at the Playhouse. We're working on the publicity for that show, and it's all part singing. The whole show is part singing. There's not a sing. I'm trying to think if there's a single solo in the show, and I think it's not. It's called the Apple Boys. It opens in May 2nd, and like the parts are really intricate, really cool. So I highly recommend it. Just saying.
Good. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I'm already going. I got my ticket.
So anyway, you said Vika's back, and here she is. Hello, Vika.
Hey, it's so great.
And you're back.
So why did you choose this song?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, and I don't know. I tend to be a little comedic on it, maybe. You
And we've
let me
never
know
done
at
this
the
song.
end.
And since you're dressed like a disco ball tonight,
Yes,
I
I
could
am.
picture you being a disco queen. I could look at that. Look at that, right?
Yeah.
I could picture her being a disco queen.
Yeah, thank you. I think I feel like one. I need the whole shebang.
I need glasses for this one.
Take it away, Vika Hunter.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. But I grew strong and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I will know my life to live. Now I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Go, Bob, go. Oh, it took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Just trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And then I spent so many nights feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little girl that's still in love with you. And so you felt like walking in and just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. So this guy walks into the doctor's office and he's naked and he puts saran wrap all over his body. And he asks the doctor, "Doctor, what's wrong with me?" The doctor looks at him up and down and says, "Clearly I can see your nuts." Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. I will survive.
Words to live by, Vika
Thank you.
Hunter. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for fitting me in again.
Always
I
fun
love
to
it.
have
I
you.
love it. You
Great
guys
to
are the
have you here.
best.
Thank
Shake
you for
things
coming.
up a little around here.
Bye bye.
Shake it up, baby. Shake it up.
Shake it up. I lost one of the Lawrence Welk points on that one. So not I'm kidding. It's a joke. All right, that's that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Carol loved it too. We what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. We I don't think I ever did that on the show, even though I think we did it. We did a disco show once, but I don't remember if we did that. We probably did. We did a lot of crazy things during COVID. We had 2 shows a week and we were bored. So we did a lot of silly stuff. Exactly, Marjorie, you got it. So Christian is back, and I am so excited because we are going to do a Bruno Mars song.
Yes.
Really nice Bruno Mars song. Not that there's anyone that aren't. They're all good.
I feel like you're editorializing. Just weird setups tonight with Bob. Just weird.
I
setups.
mean, one of his really sweet songs, as opposed to one of his like dance.
Yeah,
groove
it's
songs.
less comedic than Vika's. I didn't know there was going to be like a Smothers Brothers routine, so that was a good surprise. Yeah, this was not as fun as Vika's.
I'm sure you have a few good jokes in you anyway.
Yeah, I'll throw some in. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Christian walks into a bar.
Yes, I'm the joke. I'm the joke here. Yeah, I'm the punchline.
All right. Well, he's over there drinking. I was gonna throw it to Bob, but all right. Christian Hawkins.
Thank you. Same bed, but it feels just a little bit bigger now. The song on the radio, it don't sound the same. When our friends talk about you, it just tears me down. 'Cause my heart breaks a little when I hear your name. It all just sounds like ooh. Too young, too dumb to realize that I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. Should have gave you all my hours when I had the chance. Take you to every party, 'cause all you wanted to do was dance. 'Cause now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man. My pride, my ego, my needs, and my selfish ways. Because a good, strong woman like you to walk out my life. Now I never get to clean up the mess I made. And it haunts me every time I close my eyes. It all just sounds like ooh. Too young, too dumb to realize that I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. Should have gave you all my hours when I had the chance. Take you to every party, 'cause all you wanted to do was dance. 'Cause now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man. And although it hurts, I'll be the first to say that I was wrong. Oh, I know I'm probably much too late,
to try and apologize for my mistakes. But I just want you to know, I hope he buys you flowers. I hope he holds your hand, give you all his hours when he has the chance. Take you to every party, 'cause I remember how much you love to dance. Do all the things I should have done when I was your man. You do all the things I should have done when I was your man. Thank you, Bob.
Nice, Christian Hawkins. That was awesome.
Thank you, sir.
A nice song. We love that.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thanks for inviting me. All jokes aside, I'm very glad.
You're invited.
I'm very glad.
You're invited to every show.
I mean, it's on the record now.
All right.
So you guys heard it.
That's right. You need, we could use a little jolt of your energy sometimes.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You're invited to every single show. It is officially Michael time. Excuse me. As we're on the wind down here, I'm still dealing with allergy season, which
know you
comes
are.
and goes.
I know.
Kills me. Anyway, I will survive. Oh wait, that was the song.
You're a little late for that one, I think.
I don't know, maybe Christian got you all choked up, Bob.
Let me get your song right here,
I know.
Michael.
I know. I said I wanted to do this song, and I think we had done it once. Dave Hopkins actually gave me the song.
Yeah, I thought this was the one that
And-
Dave Hopkins told you about.
And so I was like, and then one day I actually listened to it. You know how people give you a song, and you're like, you just think they're going to suggest something you don't want to do, right? Happens a lot. Like, oh, you should do it. And it's like, oh, it's not suited to my voice. But Dave Hopkins is a very shrewd man. He's a very good. He really knows how to match the song, I think, to the person. And he said, really look at it here. And then he handed me the lead sheet. Here, I mean, tell me that's like somebody telling you not to do the song. And it's one of the songs that Barry Manilow wrote from lyrics that Johnny Mercer left unpublished, right? And so When October Goes was one of them. He did a whole album, right, of this material. And this is another one. And I feel this is very much in that vein of When October Goes, but instead of it being in October, it's in April. So
yeah, it's a nice song.
It's a nice song. It's a nice song.
I remember this. I love this album. It's on the album with When October Goes, right?
Yes, it is. It's on the same album. So.
And Jane Arthur's enjoying our show tonight too. Hi, Jane, and hi, Ashley.
And we have not done that. We did, like I said, one time, and then we shelved it, which is so funny because when we talk about the show and 200 and I don't remember what I did at any of these shows. And I know we did this.
2 songs tonight that Barry Manilow has something to do with.
But we put it away. We haven't touched it. So this is kind of fun.
And it is April.
Yeah, it is April.
To in April weather, when the meadow was blooming, we walked together to the top of the hill. Upon the clover, when the meadow was blooming, we dreamed together, just as true lovers will. But summer flies on, far across the horizon, and winter lies on over valley and hills. Do you remember when the meadow was blooming in bleak December? Do you think
But summer flies on far across the horizon, and winter lies on over valley and hills. Do you remember when the meadow was blooming in bleak December? Do you think of me still? Do you remember? Just as I always
It's a pretty song.
Very nice song, and not one you hear very much.
No. Not one we've done much, so we'll have to put that into the rep.
No, I have to revisit that album because I love that. Johnny Mathis. I mean, not Barry Manilow. I love that whole album.
And I love Johnny Mercer. I mean, I think we've done a show of his, and you know, he was mostly a lyricist. He wrote some music, but very little. And he had such an interesting career and such an interesting life. And of course, he was Southern, and you know, things like Chattanooga Choo Choo, and those songs come to mind. He had an affair with Judy Garland. I mean, there were so many interesting things about Johnny Mercer as a man and as an artist. And I think his lyrics are just beautiful. So it's a shame that he died before this was. I would love to know what he would have done with it, right? Who would he have partnered with, and who would he have? I don't think he would have chosen Barry Manilow, but it worked out well for us. But you know, interesting. So anyway,
we have one last song. We figured that we would. This is one of my favorite duets ever. And every once in a while, we get somebody in the studio here that can sing the other part. So we have Michael sing it with them. I think this may be the third time we've returned to this, but this is worth doing a lot more.
I'm already gonna have you raise your mic, Dennis. It's just way too low. I could tell. Christian and I are both noticing this. Like, pull it way up. Pull it way up. Now
we want to hear you.
There you go.
Better? Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
This is a great song from the musical
The Secret Garden.
The Secret Garden, the one I slept through.
It's a beautiful musical. I just
made the mistake of going out to lunch first and having a glass of Chardonnay or three.
Can you go to your right? I guess your left. It's all backwards on the camera. And pull the microphone with you.
But the second act was great.
There you go.
It's true story.
Great. Thank you so much. It's great. Now you're in frame. All right. From the Secret Garden.
Strangely quiet, but now the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing, waiting, I think of her. I think of
strangely she leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her.
From death she casts her spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hope he didn't never known. How can he see the girl and miss those haze? She has her eyes, the girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that closed and left me all alone. Those eyes I feel will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl who has her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes, a castle this house seemed to be, and I her bravest knight became. My lady fair was she. She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that loved my brother, never me. Those eyes that never saw me, never knew I longed to hold her close, to live at last in Lily's eyes. Imagine me a lover, I longed for the day she'd turn and see me standing there. Would God have let her say? She has her eyes. She has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw me, those eyes that first I loved so. How can I now forget that I dare to be in love, alive and whole, in Lily's eyes, in Lily's eyes.
Thank you, Dennis.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for agreeing to do that. I just threw that out there at the last minute. Anyway, thank you all for being with us tonight and joining us for our past 278 shows and 279. Thank you. And we look forward to see you in 2 weeks for the big anniversary night. Thank you, Vika. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Dennis. And thank you, Michael Troutman. See you all in 2 weeks, everybody. I love you all. Thank you for being with us. I appreciate it. Take care.